All right, hey, before I get started, just kind of wanted to take a quick poll of the audience. Where are we in our understanding of SQL or SQL for those that are not exactly purists? Yes. Okay, very good. Yes? Just like a solid thumbs up, like, hey, I've seen it before, right? Like a thumbs down, like I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay. All right, cool. All right. 45, that's like the gladiator, like, kill him. All right, cool. All right, let me get set up. Embarrassing. So I want to warn you, first of all, if the screen pops up in a weird way, it's because I'm what you would describe as like a tab monster. I have like 50,000 tabs open. And so, yeah, I have basically no RAM. All right, great. Yeah, you think that's cool? Yo, check this out. Oh, just kidding. That was embarrassing. Oh, that's right. I think I closed all of them because I didn't want to be embarrassed. All right, so cool. In that case, great. So I don't actually have to break this down. This is a really sort of like a fun kind of walkthrough where if you know what select star from is, you are good to go. Yeah? All right, cool. So I'm just going to give you the absolute basics of the information, and then we're going to walk right through, and we are going to attempt to find out who done did it. Yeah? Yar? Okay, airborne. Sweet. So there are possibly some experienced SQL sleuths out here. Okay, none? Very good. All right. Great, in that case, I am an expert, and I hope you believe me. Got him. All right, so the idea is that when you're talking to these databases, you have the SQL, the structured query language. The exact syntax that you have to write is pretty particular. And so without going any further, the idea is that you can actually take a look at what the syntax is. Can you see this or no? You mean like this? Boop, boop, boop? Is that more better? If you can't see, come to the front. One more? Boop. One more. No? All right. Cool. So basically, just a quick refresher, right? We have that select syntax, what it is that you're selecting from, and then typically the table, and then this is an additional condition. If you run that query, again, you can create tables that we kind of mentioned earlier. In these tables, that's where you're going to have all the rows, and that's where you're going to store that data. All right. Ooh, what a great warmed up crowd. Thank you. So I'm just going to jump right into it. All right. This is what is known as our schema. Some like to say schema. Nope, nobody? Okay, very good. Schema it is? No? Okay, nice. And so in terms of the relational database that Sang had talked about, the idea is that all of these tables up here, they are related to each other. So when you create your database, everything is starting with that primary key. And then if it has a relationship, it is done through the foreign key. Cool? Almost messed that up. That would have been embarrassing. I teach this stuff. Huh?
What's the foreign key mean?
Who needs me to explain that? We don't have time. We got to solve the mystery. All right. Oh my God. This is many to lots of many. So what the foreign key is, it's a column inside the table that establishes a relationship to another table. Is that acceptable? Is that acceptable? Beautiful. All right. Ooh, passed. All right. So this is what we do know. Here we go. I'm like yelling, so if this mic captures the entire thing at 11 volume, I'm sorry. Here's what we do know. You vaguely remember that there was a murder, right? The Office? Okay. That occurred on January 15, 2018 in SQL City. Classic. All right, that's all we know. And so taking a look at our schema, and taking a look at all of these tables, which one do you think might be an appropriate table to attempt a query to figure out what information is in there? Remember, we have the date, we have the city, and we have the type of crime. So I'm just saying there might be one in particular that is a good place to start, right? So let's, huh? What? I said income. Yeah, ooh, man, my data's in there, so let's not go there. All right, and so let's actually kind of start. So we know what table we're looking for. We have a general idea of the syntax. Do you want me to just run through the whole thing, or do you guys want to just participate? That's right, I will do it. Very good. So we will be selecting. So have you seen this like dirty syntax here where like everything is one line? Yes, very good. Should we name columns here, or are we just going star? Star it is. Star from. What table are we looking at? Crime scene report. Crime scene report. Sorry, I teach a lot, so I just pronounce words wrong because it's just fun for me. Is there anything else we want to do? Is there any conditions we want to be looking at? What happens if we just run this query, right? That's right, absolutely nothing. There we go. You forget that? Embarrassing. Just kidding, this is a web app and it will forgive you. So I think that for those that have not really seen like SQL queries typically used in production, this is like, becomes difficult to read as your queries become more complicated. So I've seen them all on one line like this, and then you get a little fancy, ooh, spicy, and that becomes just a little bit more readable. Cool. So if I were to try to run this query, wow, that was actually surprisingly fast. It looks like there's just a ton of data here. So we will have to narrow it down a little bit. So select star from the crime scene report, and then what are we looking for in particular here? I think where, right? Remember the piece of information that we had? We had that date, so date. And let's take a look at how that date is being stored. Ooh, 2018, 01/15. That's right, the American Standard, year, month, day. Bizarre. Cool. Is that it? So if I run this query, what happens? Oh man, a man dressed as Spider-Man is on a robbing spree in New York City. Embarrassing. Is that enough of a filter to get the data that we are looking for? There's too much junk in there. Let's go one more step. So not only are we looking for the date, right? What other piece of data did we have? Type. So we should go where the date is January 15, 2018, and it's like SQL writes itself, right? Oh, whoops, I didn't look. I tried to be cool guy smooth, lost all my cool points. And, hey, does anyone know if this needs to be capitalized? No. That's right, I'm just doing it for fun and convention. So the type is going to be a murder in Savannah. No? All right, okay. All right, so while we didn't use all three, should we run another query to the database?
Yes, it's Jeopardy. We got the city.
Disgusting. No, I think we're okay. We're gonna be running a lot of queries today. And so this, I believe, is what we're looking for, right? Because we're not looking at Albany. Reno's kind of far, but SQL City is right next door. Maybe not, it's murder, couple towns removed. And so 2018, January 15th, there was a murder. And here we have some additional information. And that is a security footage shows that they were two witnesses. The first witness lives on the last house on Northwestern Drive. And the second witness, named Annabelle, lives somewhere on Franklin Avenue. Cool, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this, like the boss that I am, and then I'm gonna open a brand new Google Doc. Have you seen this before? Okay, wait, I think I'm on my work computer. I have to log in, this is embarrassing. Okay, we're not gonna do that, because I got locked out earlier. Don't worry about it. It's very secure, and I will probably use Dashlane next time. Thank you. I will be here just today. So, all right, cool. Can you guys remember this? Two witnesses, right? Annabelle on Franklin, and then somewhere on Northwestern Drive. We have that information. Let's go back to the schema and figure out what potential table might have the information that we are looking for, right? We've got a name, we've got address number, we've got street name, and then I kind of lost steam there. That's all we have, right? No? Okay. All right, so let's actually get into this person table and let's figure out what's going on. Let's get some more of them deeds. Are we going select star? All right, tired already? Yo, the murderer is on the loose. All right, select star from not the crime scene report table, but we will be looking in the person table. Boop, boop, boop. And then we're looking for where. What are we looking for? Remember, there are two witnesses. What information do we have? We have Franklin Avenue. Okay, so I believe it is the address, street number, or the street name. Okay, address, okay, is equal to Franklin. Okay. No data returned, that was embarrassing. What do you think happened? Is it capital A? Do we want to guess here? Absolutely not. We want to get real close, and then we want to drop in this bad boy, like. Yeah? Yar, remember this? Is it coming back? Is it feeling spicy? All right, like, and then I believe, I could be wrong, if you put the percentage here, what happens? It starts with it, it ends with it. If we don't know, where are we going to go? Google, right? We would look it up, the like syntax for SQL, and then we would find, oh my goodness, oh my gosh. So the like syntax, for those that are unfamiliar, will basically search for anything that looks like this. It looks like a Franklin, right? And so what other information would potentially be useful? Do you remember the other piece of information that I failed to copy over? Okay, it was what? I believe it was Annabelle, all right? I had already solved this, so we need to be moving along, I'm sorry. It's Annabelle Miller, wow, we had narrowed it down. If I did another query, and I did name like Annabelle, I would find that it's only Annabelle Miller is like kind of like the last one. And so, cool, let's copy this information. Oh man, this is not working out for me. Man, this is the problem with like screen sharing. Is there anywhere we have like a notepad? Where else can I write something? Huh? Oh, use the console? Wow, that's dirty. I like it. Ow, dang. Yo, plus. That's my student. Wow. Amazing. Just lovely. Okay, so we have Annabelle, and then who else did we have? Do you remember what that was? The other piece of information? There was a street address. So I want to say address number. And then what was it? Remember? Northwestern. So we'll just put north, right? Northwest, like, you know, great name. Okay, nobody? That's embarrassing. Not a number. Was it? It was, I think it was also Northwestern address, street name. Boop, boop, boop. Right? It was Northwestern. And what I believe it said was this person lives on the last house on Northwestern Drive. And so I can kind of look through all of this and eventually figure out what the largest number is, but that's a lot of data. There's only some way we can order by. Do you guys remember the rest of this? I think it's like order by, and then you have to tell it the column, address, number, and then you have to tell it, do you want it ascending or descending? Does anyone know what the difference is? That is absolutely correct. Ascending is going from low to high. I always forget, so I run one and I'm like, oh, that was the wrong one, and then I run the other one. So descending it is, and bam, here we go. Oh my goodness, Morty, So we found old Morty over here, embarrassing. So now we have our two witnesses, right? We have Morty, get in the car, Morty. And then we have Annabelle Miller. And so what information from a witness do you think we might want? Okay, very good. Laughter, then no answer. We're gonna want to go look at those interview tapes. And so here we go, blue, blue, blue. We're gonna select from interview and where, okay, so here's the tricky part. We have person ID here, romp, womp, womp. But then we only had person.id. Bless up to those relations. Turns out the person.id is actually person_ID. Wow, foreign key. Okay, That didn't have the mind-blowing effect I wanted it to.
We're learning so much.
It's supposed to be fun. I'm failing. All right, person ID, cool. Bloop, 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 bloop. All right, and the person ID is going to be, I want to say this one. So let's see what good old Annabelle Miller has to say. Oh my goodness. I saw the murder happen, and I recognized the killer from the gym. Nothing against people that go to the gym. Just happened to be that way. When I was working out last week, January 9, okay? Gym, January 9, syntax error. Cool. And so let's go look at what Morty has to say. And we'll run that. My goodness. I heard a gunshot, and I saw a man run out. He had a Get Fit Now gym bag. The membership number on the bag started with 48 Zulu, and only gold members have that bag. The man got into a car with a plate that included Hotel 42 whiskey. Cool? Thank you. Thank you. All right, here we go. More syntax errors. Oh, unbelievable. All right, so now that we have the information, now this is kind of where it splits, all right? Where do you want to sleuth? Oh, is that a hand? Oh my goodness, wow, civilization. Say again, over? January 15, 2018. What? Oh my goodness, oh my, disclaimer, I didn't create this. Wow. I see you. Yes, that's right. Those facts check out. That's right. It happened, you know, I saw that person, the same person that was also at the gym on the 9th. So what had happened was, right? Cool. All right, so I think we can probably check out the Get Fit Now, right? But then if we take a look at, I'm just gonna point at this one because I'm closer, right? It's the same information.
Yeah.
Okay, very good, thank you. And so the Get Fit Now, right? I have kind of like no real information in here, but I do have some Get Fit Now check-in stuff. So I can check, and this is where the complicated query will happen, but I am running short on time. The idea is that we would check the Get Fit Now. We would look for a check-in date, because we have January 9. We know that this person's membership status is gold. And that's kind of about it, right? If we join these two tables, we will find Miss Tequila. Yeah? All right, cool. I think we can try to sneak that in, yeah? And then we'll break. All right. I don't know why I paused like that. That was awkward. Okay, so Get Fit Now check-in. Let's do it. Let's do it, Yar. Cool. We want to select from the Get Fit Later check-in. Right? That's the whole table name. Wow, that's a long table name. Yeah. All right. Cool. And so, does anyone remember how to like check information from both tables? It's been a hot minute. It's join. Yeah, and you just want to join, just slam it in there. This table, the Get Fit Now member. So we want to join this table with the Get Fit Now member. But what do we want to join them on? Is it at? Because I was pretty confident. Is it on? All right, well, that would have been real embarrassing. On, all right, and so here, again, that foreign key, the relationships are going to come in. So we have Get Fit Now. We want to join it on what? Can we join them, though? Do we have the membership ID? Huh? All right, so we know that the membership number started with 48 Zulu. Thank you, syntax error. So where the Get Fit Now check-in membership ID, membership member ID is related to the get fit now member ID. Dot ID. Is that all right? Did I lose anybody? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking for the dot member ID. So I'm trying to compare this with this. All right? Because we have a little bit of that information. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right. That was embarrassing. Boop. Boop. And I want to say it's this one. Boop. Wow, bless up. Copy and paste. RIP. Wow. Crazy. But that's just all the data. We have no condition where what? That membership ID. Wow, we're learning. Cooking with butter. Oh, bloop. Wow, cool. Is like what? Oh, that's not it. 48 Zulu? Boop, boop. Okay, so did that help us? We also have the check-in date. Now we're cooking with something else that's not butter, so I'm not redundant. What else? How do we do that? And the check-in date is January 9. Oh, man. 2018 0109. Oh, nailed it. So we have two suspects. So they're both guilty. Embarrassing. So we've got Joe and Jeremy. Is anyone named Joe or Jeremy? Okay, oof, been rough. All right. And so the last piece of information that we have is we can check the person against their driver's license, and then we can check their plate number. Cool. And so here, though, we can, in fact, take this, and we can check our solution. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, bloop, and I'm actually just going to blindly guess. Was it Joe G? Boo. Was it Jeremy Bowers? Oh, my goodness, we did it. We had solved it. Unbelievable. Wow. If only the police had SQL. It'd be crazy. Wow, right on time. Amazing. That was great. Expert SQL sleuth work. And so, yeah, I just wanted this to be a fun little workshop, kind of a reminder, a little refresher on SQL, talk about joins, some of that syntax, and how querying the database is not as bad as it looks, feels, or sounds. Cool? Awesome.